and welcome to ANZ Stadium on Anzac Day for the return, thanks to the 2 Point Conversion podcast of the Anzac Day test. I am your commentator, Max. As we see the two teams coming out the tunnel here, it's going to be a very exciting contest. We haven't seen the Anzac Day live in real life for some years now, but let's get into it. So Lesniak, Rapana, Tuvastashek, Fanua, Blake, Johnson and Nick Reamer are the halves. Bromwich, Levi and Tapani. Tamalolo, Fisher Harris, Warrior Hargraves. And then Harris, Liu, Tapau and Asafa Solomona for the Kiwis. For the Aussies, Johnson, Holmes, Travojevic, Graham, Addo, Carr, Cleary and Burton. Martin, Cook and Finucane. Murray, Travojevic, and Hines, Tedesco, Crichton and Coruscant. As we stand by for the national anthem. And let's get ready to rumble. New Zealand winning the toss and choosing to receive. Nathan Cleary to get us underway for this Anzac Day test match. And the referee blows us underway. Cleary kicks the ball. And Nicarima has it, who gets it to Bromwich, and he's tackled there, roughly about 20 out from the try line. Levi gets to Nicarima, who gets to Fisher Harris, and that's tackle 2. Nicarima finds to Avasa Sheck, who will be coming back to the Warriors in season 2024. Levi finds Johnson, and that's the 4th tackle there for the Kiwis in this opening set. Fanua Blake finds Levi, and Levi looking for what I think is a 40-20 back downfield, and no, it's into touch. The referee has signalled an Australian scrum feed. And okay, that did not bounce out in the 20, but if it had, it would have been a 40-20, nice and easy. But great end to the set for the Kiwis there. Travojevic finds Holmes, and Holmes steps one and breaks through the line, and that's a great start to the set for Australia. Cook gets to Yo, gets to Burton, and Burton's going to be tackled there just shy of the 40, about 5 in from touch. Johnson goes to Yo, who finds Murray, who is captaining the Aussies in this game with Tedesco coming off the bench, and that is a forward pass by the Australians there. I think it was Damien Cook at the hooker position throwing what the referee signalled a forward pass. So a New Zealand scrum feed on the 40 to Vasashek, gets to Rapana, who steps to 13 for Australia, and he's off, but Campbell, Graham and Matt Burton are going to tackle him there. 20 out from the try line. Johnson finds to Vasashek to Martin. To Murray Martin, and he's going to get tackled 8 out from the try line. New Zealand here, second tackle. Hargraves, and he's going to be held up there, and the referee signals just that. Levi gets it to Johnson, who back on the inside to Tuivasa-Sheck, and 10 minutes gone. That's the 4th tackle there for the Kiwis. Johnson, he's going to get tackled, and he will be carried over the line and held up. So this is going to be last tackle here for the Kiwis, with their halfback playing the ball. So they have to find their 5'8", and he puts in a little grubber, but the Australians trap it right then and there, and picked up by Jake Travojevic. Burton finds Murray, and that's tackle 2 for Australia. Cook in at dummy half finds Burton, who broke the line but decided to throw a pass anyway, which turned out to be a dead pass as Finucane is tackled right there. That's the 4th tackle as Martin takes the hit up. for Australia. 14 minutes gone, still nil all, as Yo pumps off one and he breaks the line and he gets to about the 40-metre line, just past halfway, and that's the last tackle. So they're going to find Cleary, and Cleary puts in a big kick, which should go out in the corner, and no, it gets a good bounce, and I do not believe my eyes. The New Zealand winger has run it into touch off the kick, so Tamari Martin has caught the ball and run straight into touch. You don't really see that happen in the NRL, but for some reason at international, especially at international level, but for some reason it's happened. And well, Australia start their set with a scrum 10 metres out. Burton takes the first hit up, and Australia about 5 out from the line. Cook finds Finucane. Finucane's going to get carried to the line, but he'll fall just a metre short. Cook finds Burton, and Burton's going to run straight through the hole. And there's the first try for Australia. It's through Canterbury Bankstown, 5-8. Matt Burton. Australia 4, New Zealand nil, with a kick to come, thanks to the Telstra Yui replay here at ANZ Stadium, Homebush. As we see Matt Burton just getting the ball there and going straight through the line. And Cleary with the kick. Now, Cleary's, as we know, is a pretty good goal kicker. And this is just off to the side of the goalpost here, but I still expect Nathan Cleary to slot this one over. And he does just that. Australia 6, New Zealand nil. 18 minutes gone in this first half. Now, interesting for the Australians here. They've been getting through their sets. They've been punching up the guts. They've taken a couple of risky balls, which have put players into open space. But I guess you could say it was against the run of play. Tamari Martin will be feeling it worse for wear after that brain explosion running into touch, but it's almost gifted Australia the first points as Liam Martin runs it back off the kickoff and he's tackled 20 out from the New Zealand scoring try line. And Holmes from dummy half runs up and he's tackled for the second tackle right on the 40 here. Strong start from the Kangaroos. As Murray with it now, that's the third tackle right on halfway. New Zealand need something special to get back into this game, and Burton's just thrown a falcon into what appears to be the New Zealand skipper James Fisher-Harris, and well, there's 6 again for the Australians, as that's the first tackle there, 40 out from the try line, and Johnson running down the wing, and he does well not to get taken out of play. 23 minutes gone in this first half. Australia 6, New Zealand nil. Murray there, tackled 10 out from the try line. That's the third tackle for Australia. Hines gets it to Tedesco, who has been subbed on. And that's the fourth tackle. Cleary finds Yo, and Yo can't get to the try line, but the referee is going to signal a forward pass. New Zealand get away with one there. A lucky break for the Kiwis as they look to go downfield and find their first points. And two of us are tackled there, 10 out from the Kangaroos scoring try line. Levi finds Fisher-Harris, and that's tackle 2. Now the Australians look to be offside, but the referee is called play on. Johnson finds Hargraves. And that's the third tackle there on the 30-metre line. Just struggling for some metres here. And New Zealand knock it on as Damien Cook. Damien Cook takes the pickup from the knock on and he runs the length of the destination to the try line from where the knock on occurred. And it's the Kangaroos 10, New Zealand nil. Damien Cook scoring the try from about 40 metres out, thanks to or maybe 30 metres out, thanks to a Kiwi knock on. And 28 minutes gone, Nathan Cleary will convert this, and it's going to be Australia 12, New Zealand nil. And he does just that. 28 minutes gone, Kangaroos 12, Kiwis nil. Thanks to the Yui Telstra scoreboard. or the Telstra UE scoreboard, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Both companies sponsoring today's scoreline. Tamari Martin to get us back underway. Strong start here from Australia as Trbojevic runs it up and finds Hines. Hines unlucky not to uh, get that starting number 6 role, but with some potential niggling injuries leading up into the game, the Kangaroos head coach Mal Meninga decided to give the spot to Matt Burton, and Hines was named on the bench. Cameron Munster ruled out for concussion for this test match, hence why Burton and Hines are the 5/8s. So unfortunate for the Aussies not to have Munster in the lineup, but it does not appear to be phasing them one bit as Martin takes in that clean catch and 6 minutes out from half time. Can the Kiwis get points in what will most likely be their second last set of the game? And with a winger shortage due to injuries and suspensions, Vanilla Blake is in the centres for the Kiwis. It was a last-minute decision, but they thought they'd try a Talakai situation that's going on with the Sharks, and so far that's his second touch, I believe. So, not really showing whether it's worked, but a winger and centre shortage due to injury and suspension for the Kiwis has put them in this boat, but it's not the worst situation as Yo breaks the line, fends off one, and he's tackled 40 out. And this will be the last tackle before half time. Burton just takes it and runs straight up at the line, and we might get one more tackle. Yes, oh, they're going to get it off just in time. Holmes gets it to Yo. Trbojevic through the line, gets it back inside to Martin, and Martin is going to be tackled 15 out, and that's half time here at the Anzac Day Test match. The Kiwis 12, New Zealand nil. Let's head back down on field for our second half as we get underway. Now, as I just said, it is 12-0 thanks to the Telstra UE scoreboard, or the UE Telstra scoreboard, both companies sponsoring the scoreboard today. And Tamari Martin gets us back underway as Liam Martin, if you're just joining us, tackled there on the 20. Cam Murray, the Australian skipper for today, taking the next hit up. Now, interesting call from Coach Mal Meninga to start James Tedesco on the bench and start Tom Trbojevic at fullback. He obviously had a reasoning for it, and we might have to ask him after the game what that reasoning was, because as supporters and fans of the sport, we still don't know what that reasoning was. That's the last tackle. 25 out for the Kangaroos. They find Matt Burton, who puts up one of his spiralling bombs and almost works for the Australians, but Tamari Martin catches it, and Tamari Martin's away, but Cam Murray, the number 8 for Australia, makes up with a nice ankle tap there on the 40, and that's the second tackle for the Kiwis. Right on halfway, they're in good field position. Nikorima finds Fisher Harris. And that's the third for the Kiwis, just gone. 47 minutes gone in this Anzac Day test. Johnson tackled there for the fourth tackle as they go to Fisher Harris, who goes to Tamalolo, and that's the last tackle. 49 minutes gone. The Kiwis need something special here as they find Nikorima, and he drops the ball in the tackle from Dale Finucane, so it'll be a handover. Cook finds Finucane, and they will start their set with the first tackle here, just shy of halfway, as Cam Murray takes that second tackle hit up. Now, New Zealand struggling to gain meters, and they're struggling to get points and get back into this game. I don't know where it's going to come from, but I honestly feel like it's going to come off the back of 5'8" Cody Nicarima in this game as 15 out. That's the fourth tackle for the Kangaroos as Cook scoots from dummy half, and that's last. Will the Kangaroos make it hard to get a field goal and go 13 up? And, well, they went back to Cleary, but he puts up a bomb, and it's battered back by Campbell Graham, but falls down into the arms of Jason Tamalolo. Cody Nicarima there gets it to Kenny Bromwich, who breaks one, breaks two, and he will be wrapped up by Tom Trbojevic. The Kiwis now looking to get back into this game. It goes to Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. And he's tackled there for the third tackle with Rapana, with Nicarima, back to Fisher Harris, who's through the line. And that's the fourth tackle, 35 out from their try line. Sean Johnson now with it, and he's held there. Last tackle, held in the tackle. The Kangaroos are going to give a penalty away. Now, interesting that I know they're 12 behind, but I thought with 2 points given being right in front, they may have taken it. But they're taking the kick for touch, and can they get their first points starting their set 15 out? It's with Nicarima, who goes to Tamalolo. 10 out from their scoring try line, starting this set. Levi gets to Nicarima, who gets it to Joseph Tapani. And he's going to be tackled there for the second tackle. Levi to Johnson, and that's the third tackle as he's in a standing tackle, going to play the ball. It's with Tapani again, who's going to get brought down close to the line, and he's a metre short. I was going to say held up, but it's a metre short, and a great tackle there from Liam Martin as he drags Johnson back. Now, this is the last. It's with Nicarima, who puts in a grabber, and all confusion by the Aussies, and we're going upstairs. Tohu Harris may have scored for the Kiwis. The referee sends it up, no try, and it's a knock-on there from the Kangaroos, and this is going to be a try. This is going to be a try. And the video ref says try. We all knew it. Try to Kiwis. New Zealand, number 14, Tohu Harris. The score is 12-4 with a kick to come. Australia in front thanks to the Telstra UE scoreboard. Now it's in front, or slightly off to the side, but Tamari Martin should kick this one. He's not that bad with the boot, and he does just that. Telstra UE scoreboard. Australia 12, New Zealand 6. 62 minutes played in this Anzac Day test match. Now, Nathan Cleary will get us back underway. New Zealand have just been let back into the game by the Aussies, given away a cheap penalty there, which they scored for. Almost makes up for the Tamari Martin brain fart, but, those things happen. Anyway, they're back into the game, and Harris has tackled their second tackle, and it finds Nicarima tackled roughly about 35 out from the Kangaroos' scoring try line. Tamalolo there, that's the third tackle. And struggling to get anywhere close to the other end of the field, as that's a good inside ball from the Kiwi number 6, and Isaac Liu is tackled there. Fourth tackle gone. Nicarima kicks early, looking for a 40-20, and Tom Trbojevic is going to cover that ball up nicely as he steps one, and a great run back there from Turbo as he's tackled 43 out from the New Zealand scoring try line. And Dale Finucane runs past halfway as he's tackled 35 out from his own line, breaking through the tackle there. Now Burton finds Trbojevic, who finds Cleary, tackled there on the 30 for the third tackle. 69 minutes gone. New Zealand need to do something quick in this last 10 minutes to send this to golden point or win the game, as that's the fourth tackle, and not what they wanted. They've given away a penalty, and sure, go for the 6 if you want, but I'm really surprised there with 10 minutes left on the clock that the Kangaroos did not take the 2 points. It was close to the sideline, so understandable, but they've kicked it, and they'll start their set 10 out. Cook finds Finucane, who finds Hines. New Zealand working big in defence here. Cook finds Murray. New Zealand need to defend the line hard, otherwise it will be game over, I would say, if Australia score. Liam Martin's going to be tackled a metre short of the try line. That's the third tackle. Cook there at dummy half finds Burton, who finds Finucane, and he's going to get carried to the line, and he's in! Dale Finucane may have scored. The referee is sending it upstairs with no try. And Dale Finucane, he gets there! That is going to be a try. That is going to be a try for the Cronulla Sharks. Vice Captain Dale Finucane. And video ref says, try! Now, the UE Telstra scoreboard has the Kangaroos of Australia at 16 and the Kiwis of New Zealand at 6. 73 minutes gone with a Nathan Cleary conversion attempt to come. Now, I think this would almost certainly wrap up the Anzac Day test for the Kangaroos. And Nathan Cleary converts. The score, thanks to UE and Telstra, is 18-6. Yeah, look, the Kangaroos have been really dominant in today's match. Not to say the Kiwis haven't been good, but they've, lacked that spark. Points have come at a little for them, and as have meters, most of their sets not even making halfway at this point. But, sometimes that can be, or that can happen to you against the very best in international sport. And in the world of rugby league, there's probably none better than the Australian-New Zealand rivalry, but the Aussies today have been the better side, and they're showing their dominance right now in this one, as that's the third tackle, and Jake Trbojevic is going to be tackled there. Cleary back on the inside to Tom Trbojevic, and that's the fourth tackle just shy of halfway. Cleary finds Finucane. 77 minutes gone, and this will be the last. The Kiwis will look to run it back here, but they are more than a converted try down, so it's going to be hard for them to win it, as 78 minutes gone. This will more than likely be the last set. Australia may get one or two tackles out of it, as Levi tries to break the line, but he's brought down by Hines, and that is a penalty to the Kangaroos with a final sin bin warning, but I don't imagine anything will come from this, as there is literally 20 to 10 seconds left, I should say. Kicked into touch, 6 seconds left. This will be the last play of the game, as it's with Nicarima, with Jason Tamalolo, who runs it up, and he is tackled by Dale Finucane. The match is over, and the Kangaroos will win 2023 Rugby League Live 4 Anzac Day Test match. Good effort by New Zealand, good hard-fought battle, but the Kangaroos were dominant in this one, and we will look at the stats after the game, but I think my man of the match personally is Liam Martin. He was in there making the tackles and getting the meters, as Cam Murray lifts the trophy for the Anzac Day test, and the Kangaroos celebrate. But we'll look at the stats now, as for the final time tonight, the UE Telstra scoreboard has the Kangaroos 18, the Kiwis 6, and the man of the match was Damien Cook. Fair enough. He did a lot in that game. It wasn't my Liam Martin prediction, but for the Kangaroos, tries to Damien Cook, Matt Burton, and Dale Finucane. 3 from 3 goals to Nathan Cleary, with 3 tries, 3 goals, 60% time in possession. Completion, 9 out of 11 sets, 4 errors, 2 penalties conceded, 62 tackles, 5 missed tackles, and 13 line breaks for the Kiwis. Just the 1 try for Tahu Harris and the 1 goal for Tamari Martin. 1 try, 1 goal, 40% time in possession, 8 out of 10 completion of sets, 3 errors, 81 tackles, 10 missed tackles, 1 penalty conceded, and 7 line breaks. I have been your host, Max, and this is the 2-Point Conversion podcast, signing out as I leave you with the highlights from today's Anzac Day test.